your food. Eat your food. No. 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 Why do you look like you're gonna jump on me? Connie! Ugh. Today is the first day that I didn't, like, wake up and immediately want to go back to bed. Like, ugh. And I don't, I'll be honest, progress, yeah. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I actually had. I mean, I tested positive for COVID on Wednesday morning, but I tested negative on Friday. But I didn't start feeling better until this morning. And I didn't have any of the, like, the other symptoms that everyone else described. So I don't know what I had. Other than I was tired. A lot. I mean, I had, like, the cough and stuff. I still have the cough. Yeah. Okay, charger. So, I don't know how long I'm going to be live for. Because if I start coughing too much, I'm going to take off, Come on. Here we go. But I had to say hello to all my favorites. Ugh. No. And my cats are like, I'm here. Steven's coming to pick up the kids in a couple of hours. All right, could you let me copy the link now? You say hello to Void Floof. Say hello, Void Floof. Into toe beans. Yes. Yes, hello. Okay. Okay. I love my cats, but poof. All right. Share, copy link. Here we go. So I heard that there is a new ghostwriter on the Discord. Oops. Fort. Oof. Yeah, Alex texted me this morning wanting to know if I had invited him. I said, if he's rubbing you the wrong way, he's out. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. I'm feeling better, yes, thank you. Good morning, Laura. Oh, this is like my first cup of coffee in like a week. I might just sit. You only see you. I don't know. Okay. So how has everyone else been this week? Excuse me. Struggling with imposter syndrome. Oh no, how is it manifesting? What's it saying to you? Like what kind of imposter syndrome? Welcome back, Dale. My writing isn't going to amount to anything more than words on the page. They'll never make a difference, which is what I write for. Okay. So, hey, Alex. All right, so Laura, first things first. You watch Doctor Who, right? You know how he says fear is a superpower, right? Use that same logic for your imposter syndrome. Like for that, specifically for that, where it says, excuse me, that your story isn't going to make a difference and that's what you're really going for. Hi, Jessica. Use that specifically. So sit down and think for a minute about the kind of a difference that you're trying to make, right? And even if you have to, write it out. Like, I want my book to do this. I want my readers to experience this. I want, you know, so on and so forth. Whatever that difference is that you're after, write it out. Get it out there. What you're going to do is use that fear as kind of a checklist. So instead of like getting bogged down with it and being like, this is never going to amount to anything. I'm going to get stuck and I'm going to find out later that it really didn't make any difference. Instead of worrying about it on the front end, you're going to use it as a checklist on the back end. So your alpha readers, yourself when you're self-editing, your editors, your beta readers, everyone who helps you along the way, you're going to send them that checklist. You're going to say, I want to make sure that this is the reader experience, that this is what they're going to get out of that this is the message that is being conveyed. And so they all know to look for that experience and to make sure that it's in there. One of my alpha readers really liked the prologue in chapter 1. Already claiming a character, told them to be prepared for chapter 2. Ha, nice. Sometimes it takes other eyes on the words to see the difference. Sometimes, yeah. I have to get this done before my kid leaves in a couple of hours. What?
This is the weirdest cube ever. When I just saw on YouTube, there is if you have a cube that has like a shape like this.
Honey, okay. Uh-huh.
And this.
Okay.
And a line extra and it's feeling there. And somehow it could actually break a little and then your friend would kind of...
Okay, change into a clean shirt. I'm on a video.
Like not that out the screen, but next if it would just explode and you would just scream.
Okay. All right. Welcome back, Alex. Now you can see the comments? Okay, good. I read my drafts to my fiance and he loves it. He helps me point out plot holes or challenges me, which is great because I tend to miss info. My brain is not computing today. Hope you're feeling better. I am. Yeah. Yes. I'm not. I'm pretending to try to be happy. But I'm not. I'm really like... Anyway. Yeah, he's coming to pick them up. Finish 2 of the 5 books. Change your shirt. Okay.
Since my band-aids are off.
Okay.
Dad did this side.
Okay.
The side that the crocodile is facing at.
Uh-huh.
But
Could you, honey?
Side got this pull out with
Yes. He still doesn't see what he did was wrong, but he's changed a couple things, so we'll see how it goes. I think it's him. Blue. Till the weekend, till Sunday. Work, apparently. What? No, are you kidding? Oh my God, cat. Come on. Other floof. All right, lay down. You learned why you know the name Brizzo yesterday? Okay. Butt down. Why are you just standing on these like super sharp little paws of yours? Greek goddess of sailors. Huh. Seisha! We have so many words to catch up on, Nano. Hey, you've got a week. A little over a week.
Why are you not talking?
I'm on a video. Please stop. Did you change your shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, good job. Thank you. Not wearing much. Kimmy, hello. You didn't get the notification till just now? That's weird. But I'm glad you're here. I am feeling better. I'm not entirely convinced I had COVID, but I am feeling better. It's just weird. Schedule is normally 6 to 8, 10 to 3, 9:30 to 11. May have maybe 20,000 words that I need to catch up on, though I'm not worried if I don't. At least I'm getting more and my story done. Good, yeah. And I lay in bed and write when I should be sleeping. Found a whip that you forgot about in your Google Docs. I love it when that happens. Yay, Seisha! I have done nothing with our conversation that we already had. I've done nothing with that yet because I wasn't feeling great. What am I doing? That, yes. It was only 2,000 words a day. That is doable. Is totally doable. I think I can adapt a scene from my book, so I might have more words than I thought. Nice. You were sick. I wasn't even thinking about that conversation. Believe me, it's fine. You may not have been thinking about it, but I was. 10 sprints on the low end. Yeah, about that. I would sprint with you all now if I weren't overcommitted elsewhere. I know, Seisha. So, Alex, Seisha's going to be a little bit more present on the Discord because things are going on over on Clubhouse. But she knows she has a home with me anywhere. All the time. You tell me what I want, I will be there. Yes, because you're amazing. Mostly, I think I need to talk to you about, but not until after November. Say she wants to, and I want to bring over some of the stuff that she was doing on Clubhouse, but start offering it on the Discord instead. So it's things like email marketing accountability room that she did once a month where everyone would show up and write out their email newsletters for the month. Kind of stuff like that, helping out with some of the marketing stuff like that. Mostly just getting around like what days of the schedule would be best and stuff like that. Clubhouse dying or just toxic? A little bit of both. Yeah, it's going to be a blast. I'm excited. She also did a book club, which I told her we've been trying to do book club a couple of times and it hasn't gone according to plan. So I don't know if that'll work or not, but she was running a book club there. How do I get in on that group? Just hang out in the Discord. We'll tell you. And then, of course, I spoke to her like 2 years ago about running word crawls. Damn you, book club. I know, right? We try. Somebody decided I am evil. Yeah, I'm not going to publicly say anything, but it's a lot of BS. It's very similar to what happened with me and another particular ghostwriter over there ish, except that Seisha doesn't have to put up with it. But, and like, also, besides the toxic, because yes, there is toxic, but then besides it, we have to sit and think about, like, is Clubhouse worth it? No, because Clubhouse is dying. I mean, they don't want to admit it. And they may still pull something out from somewhere to save it, but I don't honestly see how. Especially after the last major change. That was dumb. The last big UI change that they did was everyone who was curating their hallways. So remember when you first got on Clubhouse, just like pretty much anywhere, you curate your feed based on who you follow, right? So you want to be discerning about who you follow. You want to make sure that you're following people whose content you want to see. And in terms of Clubhouse, you would follow people whose rooms you wanted to see. One more and he's gone. All right. So anyway, you would follow people whose rooms you want to see and like who you wanted to continue talking to and whatnot. So like all of a sudden, Clubhouse did this thing where it wiped out everyone's followers. It wiped them out and it made it mutuals only. So all of a sudden, the only people that were following you were the people who you were already following. Like it went from following someone to mutual friend requests, which was, in my opinion, just stupid. But it wiped out like a lot of people who had a lot of followers and were part of a lot of conversations, but maybe they weren't following back their followers. Maybe they were following other people. Gone. That like all of their followers were gone. They couldn't talk to. It was already hard enough to talk to your community when you were building it up there, but now they made it like impossible. Franco, good morning, Franco. How are you? Yeah, I moved from TikTok to YouTube for the morning lives. Easier to save. You get it's got all the benefits of a TikTok live where there's like the comments and you can like hang out and ask questions and all of that. It's a little less noisy up here. Like there doesn't have all the marquees and the live goals and all the things TikTok's trying to get you to like spend diamonds and stuff. It gives me the clock because I need the clock. And the replays are available. Whereas on TikTok, it was such a big pain to try to make the replays available for anyone. Here, you can just come back and watch the replay. We went from 50 people average to barely 15. It's dying hard. Yeah, it was already kind of on a last leg. It was already weird. Like, I think when the other platforms started incorporating a little bit more audio, and people started realizing like, hey, we want actual conversations. We don't just oh, sorry, client. We don't just want people giving us branded content all the time that constantly looks like ads, but we actually want to talk to people. As soon as other platforms started figuring that out, Clubhouse just did not keep up. I need the ability. You don't have the ability to delete channels and stuff? Okay. Yeah, check and see what this client wants. Okay. When the aggression started, I didn't like that, making a debate instead of an actual helping outlet. You're making my foot fall asleep. Okay, hang on. Can you... I had to adjust. Can I message you on Facebook for help with my TikTok and stuff? I've got followers, but I'm still lost on what to post. I've tried to go, okay, what would my ideal reader want? But even then, okay, Clubhouse. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Right? Because it has been dying. Don't message me on Facebook for that. Excuse me. Only because that sounds like you're asking for private coaching, and I don't do private coaching over DMs like that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do, Laura, spend about a week and sit on TikTok and act like your ideal reader. So you've gotten a few things in their head, you've gotten in their head about a couple of things, going, okay, what do they want? Act like it. Like, get on TikTok and just, who are they following? Follow those people. If you want to use a different account, you can do that. If you don't want to like mess up the algorithm on your account or whatever. But spend a few days acting like them. Who are they following? What are they, like the things that they would like. Comment on the things that they would comment on. Like, really get in their head And they're probably very similar likes to you, because you're writing a book they want to read. So stands to reason that you have similar interests, but really dig in on the reader side and what they are doing. How would you get private coaching? That's what the it's actually what the Black Friday offer is going to be, which is $50 a month for 3 months minimum. Excuse me. As I explode. But hang in there, because I'm going to announce it on Discord first. But anyway, get inside your readers' heads that way, and really get inside your readers' heads that way. Then what you're going to do as you're acting like your reader on TikTok, after a few days, the TikTok algorithm will treat you like your ideal reader, right? So then you're going to be able to see what TikTok thinks they want to see. I have no napkins here. So you'll start seeing on your For You page, you'll start seeing like all the trends that TikTok thinks you're going to want to see. And it's treating you like your ideal reader. So you'll be able to see like what the feed says, what the algorithm says you'll want. Start coming up with ideas. So you take that FYP and start jotting down ideas. What are the trending sounds that you can use? I do not use a lot of trending sounds. Mostly because I don't want to have to sit there and be like, oh, this is a trending sound, I want to use this, I have a great idea, only to then find that I can't. Because a lot of it, because I have a business account, you can't use a lot of the different sounds in the music library. So I just built a strategy that doesn't rely on them at all. But sometimes you can find a good one that you can tweak to yourself. Other times it might just be a matter of talking about books. Yeah, so you train the algorithm to treat you like your ideal reader, and then you watch what they're doing. You watch what it's showing you. TikTok's the best channel to do that on because TikTok's running the trends. TikTok's always you always see the trend on TikTok first, and then you'll see it on YouTube or on Instagram. So you hit TikTok first, you can get into the earliest, that's your earliest chance to hit a trend, is on TikTok. Then you can always create your video, excuse me, and repurpose it. Yeah, so I already gave Seisha a tour where she can find where some of the things are on Discord and a couple of the real basics, but she's still nervous. It's still big. I'm glad it was helpful. The other thing you can start doing, Laura, the other thing you can start doing is, as you're thinking about your ideal reader and what makes them your ideal reader, part of that is obviously your book, right? So as you're thinking about your book, start thinking about what some of the other books are that they would want to read or have read. And talk about those too. Don't only just talk about your book, but you're creating a fandom of readers, a community of readers who also want to read your book, which means there are other books out there that are similar that they probably also want to read. Talk about those books. Ask for opinions. Go find them on Amazon. And if they're on sale, say it. Say, hey, this book is, I just noticed that this book is out for $2.99. Have you read it yet? Should I read it? So on and so forth. But that's another way of making sure that you keep everything tied to the readership. Nano takes up so much time. It makes sense to wait in there in December. Yeah. Hello, Felicia. How are you? Just need to move some stuff around, delete some other things, and then I will make a category just for you, Seisha. No, Daddy's not here yet. Do you think I'm going to forget to tell you? Go sit. I know. It's not going to be very long. Doing well in you. I'm clearing out the end of something. But otherwise, I'm doing great. Thank you. I get stage fright and end up tripping over my words. The only thing I can think of, if that's the case, is use your phone camera app to do the recording so you're not recording inside anywhere. So I just use like my phone's camera to record lately. And then from there, I can tweak, edit, and send to different places, but I don't have to re-record it usually. Sometimes it depends on, hey, shh. Sometimes it just depends because TikTok allows up to a certain number of minutes. Instagram allows up to 90 seconds and YouTube Shorts only allows up to 60 seconds. And sometimes, for whatever reason, I'll be at like 1 minute and 3 seconds. And so I have to like re-record it a couple of times to like make it faster, smoother, whatever, to be able to use it on all 3 platforms. But for the most part, I only have to record it once. Can you turn it down, please? I'm struggling enough as it is. Christopher.
I turned it down.
Okay, can you turn it down a little more? Book 2 is out, and I got it on Canadian's equivalent to Kindle. Kobo! I didn't realize, I know Kobo. I didn't realize that was like a Canadian's equivalent to Kindle. There's even a KU that doesn't have an exclusivity clause. You're so soft. I gotta hop off and get ready to do this homeschooling thing. Ooh, okay. How can I get the best use out of your Discord? Laura, have an amazing day. I'll talk to you later, okay? Franco, how do you get the best use out of the Discord? So the Discord really, like, it has a little bit of everything in it. First, really go through so that you can see what's available there. There's sprints happening all the time, right? In the main sprint rooms. There's a couple of other places in there. There's like where we're doing like nano updates for people who are doing NaNoWriMo. We do our own personal form of NaNoWriMo where, yes, you can, obviously sign up for NaNoWriMo on nanowrimo.org, but we do more personal goals that are focused on like the writing habit and the writing schedule, not so much the word count. So if you need help like putting together that kind of a schedule, it's there for you. We also do, well, we've tried a couple of different book clubs. We haven't gotten them to stick very well yet, but we can always try again. There's prompts. Alex does prompts on Wednesday, but then there's also the bot does prompts. So if you need help with that, it's right there. There's also there's a spot for Q&A where you can ask questions rather. And then if you know an answer, by all means, go ahead and answer. If you don't know an answer, you just wait or tag me or whatever, and someone will answer. But really, the best way to start is to just go through it and see what's there. So you can decide, because it's big and it can feel overwhelming and you don't have to be in all of it. But you can see what's there so you can decide on what you do want to be a part of and how much. How much help do you need with what? There's a paid membership that you can get involved in if you want later, which is where you can come to office hours. Which we didn't do this week because I was sick. So let's do office hours tomorrow. Office hours is where you sit on Zoom with me and you ask questions. And it's like your own private Q&A, but it can be more specific about your books and stuff. Good week to all who don't. I'm planning on coming back to author socials in January, starting to batch content in December. Nice. Yay! That's going to work out perfectly because Stacia's going to start some stuff. I've got some stuff in the works for that'll help with socials and stuff down the road. So it'll work out perfectly. All right. Say hello to Fluff. She's so soft. Okay, but you gotta go. You gotta go sleep that way. Go on. No, you gotta let go. Ugh, she looks so put out and like perturbed right now. She's like, how dare you? What time are office hours? I thought they were on Tuesday. I'm so mixed up. They're typically on Mondays, but they weren't yesterday. They were on Mondays at 10:30. Yesterday I was sick. Things have been wild. Or no, wait, yeah. So let's do them tomorrow and then we'll have office hours tomorrow at, I don't know what time. Hang on. Tomorrow's Wednesday, huh? That may not work.
Because it's not creepy. Mama.
Hang on.
Okay.
No, I guess it will work. Tomorrow afternoon will work. Let's do office hours tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock Central, so 2 o'clock Eastern. Oh, you have therapy tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Okay, what time is your therapy? Are they still doing the author conferences in the morning on Clubhouse, or are those coming to a close as well? I have not been to an author's conference since the summer. As far as I know, they are still trying to hold them. The changes that have been going on over at Clubhouse, 10 to 11, okay. The changes that have been going on have made it really hard to keep up with. But as far as I know, they're still trying to. I know that the group on Facebook, every once in a while, like, I'll see something like, today we talked about XYZ, here's the link that I was talking about. And I'm like, oh, hey, they still have it going. But downloaded Clubhouse, but have never used it. It's dying. It's dying and toxic. I mean, go try it out. No, it's been really hard to connect with anyone for a while. They've basically turned it into a WhatsApp, kind of. It's very odd. Anyway, so if you were already following the people who were part of the authors conference every morning, you may be able to find it. If you log back in, you may be able to see it and find it. You may be able to go back into listening to it. I don't know for sure, but I have not been there since the summer. And I'm glad. 10 to 11 Pacific Standard Time is 12 to 1 Central Time. So yeah, we should 2 o'clock Central should work. Don't make me time zone math. All right. Especially when I have to do it backwards. It was a bunch of voicemails. Yeah, it was wild. All right. I am struggling with the coughing. So I'm going to go so I can start sucking down some cough drops. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you around on the Discord, okay? Go get all the words written. Have an amazing day, and I will talk to you here again tomorrow. All right? Bye.